Mom hid my game! This simple little game is actually quite charming. In the easiest way of putting it, this game is kind of like a mini escape room. It has you going through 50 days of this poor kid's life as his psycho mom does everything she can to keep him from playing it, for reasons that are not very clear. You know what, I'm just going to show you the opening cutscene. It explains the plot perfectly. Yeah, his great crime is playing a Nintendo DS. That's it. It's not like she caught him looking at a Playboy. And that's about as far as I'm going to go on that joke. Because I got a bunch of them, but I'm not using them. Because family friendly. He was just playing a game. And for this, she's decided to hide his portable system in stranger and even more dangerous ways. Each day has you looking for the system with only a few items to click on or objects to interact with. You have to watch out for your mom, who's going to be hiding and will come out to punish you for opening a window or moving a lamp. The mom in this game is nuts. Now, there are legitimately bad actions you can do in this game to make your mom get mad at you, like stealing a wallet that you find. That makes sense that she would get pissed at you. But her punishing you just because you happened to open the drapes and she was there? That does seem a bit extreme. But that's his mom for you. She hides his DS in stranger and stranger places. Sometimes it's as simple as under the couch. Then sometimes she'll have people ride their bikes in her house just so she can block your access to it. This seems like a very odd way to stop you. And kind of really messy, because you would think they'd make a lot of messes going on your carpet, riding bikes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. However, it gets even weirder when she brings animals in the house to stop you. I'm not just talking about some cute cat, which there actually is a cat that will try and stop you. She actually puts your game system in the mouth of a crocodile. What exactly is her end game on this? She's like, I know he's not gonna go for it, but if he tries, I'm gonna put a stick here to see if he'll jam it in the crocodile's mouth. This isn't good either way she might have plotted this out. She even brings in an elephant, which she feeds the game system to. Then you have to retrieve it in exactly the way you think, by putting your hands in the poo and cleaning it up. I think at that point I would have to say my mom is won and my system is no good anymore. But since it's a Nintendo system and those things can take a beating, a little bit of cleaning and this thing was all good to go for another day. But would you ever really want to play that game system again? I guess for this kid the answer is yes. I guess trying to put logical thought behind the motivations and thoughts behind the mother in this game is something that you're not going to be able to do. As crazy as the gameplay got, I will admit it was actually quite fun to play. It is not a long game. In fact, you can beat it in about 2 hours. And even that's kind of generous. But it's charming and quite funny at times. Even the music, even though it's simplistic, is catchy. The only problem I had with the game was that some of the rooms that you had to solve were not that well explained. Did you know the game had motion controls? Well, for one room it did. How were you supposed to know that or even assume it? It also used the directional pad for a puzzle with no indication that this was even an option. Now, that's not really fair though. There was an indication if you decide to play the hint minigame, where you can play a very easy game of memory. If you find the clue card, it'll give you a hint to solve the room. The hints were usually pretty good indications on how to proceed without completely giving it away. Now, this title could be played with a controller or a touchscreen. Some of the more time-sensitive puzzle rooms were easier with the touch controls, but it could still be done with the controller. It just took quicker reflexes. If you do end up beating the game, and I guess this is a spoiler, you do get to see and play the game the kid has been playing throughout these days. It's just a simple mini game where you swing on a bar and you get different poses depending on your score. It gets old very fast. Mom hit my game was strange, but a good strange. There were often times I was chuckling at the gameplay. The mom in this game comes off as a raging and completely insane. I mean, she puts a giraffe in her house and rides it to catch you if you feed it wrong. Who does that? And how big is the roof of this house? There are only 50 levels and really almost no replay value since you already know how to win the rooms. However, the game is only $5, but I would still wait for it to go on sale. I think $2.99 seems fair. It's one of those games you're only going to play once, but you're going to be smiling the whole time.